Good afternoon, everybody. After an overwhelming response of my videos on YouTube, many of my students they told that you have also delivered a very good lecture on how to write a scientific paper and presentation as well as the projects. But it will be also helpful to us if you tell us how to write a resume so that we are after few days we are going to search for our jobs. So they insisted me to give some guidance about how to write an effective resume. So giving response to the students, keeping in the mind about the need of students, I have prepared a video about how to write an effective resume. So let's see how to write an effective resume, because nowadays resume writing is very necessary whenever you are searching for any job. That resume gives an idea how to you are presenting yourselves to the employers. In that context, I have prepared this video. So first of all, we should understand the importance of a resume as a selling tool. It sounds somewhat different, that as a selling tool. What is about the selling tool? Selling tool is nothing but you are going to market yourself. You are going to market yourself and your skills are to be marketed to the employers. Now keep it in your mind, students, that whenever we are presenting our resume or we are sending our resume to any employer or any consultant, see, thousands of resumes and lakhs of resumes are being waiting over there. And from that 1 lakh resumes, or from the thousand or hundreds of resumes which are being present in that queue, you are in a queue there. Whenever you are to present yourself, you should market yourself. Your skills should be marketed in the form of your resume. You must be seeing in the fruit vendor shop that the fruit vendor always cleans the fruits which he has presented at the front, and the uh, other fruits which are stale, which are spoiled, he keeps it at the bottom or in different type of boxes. But the presentation skills is that you have to market yourself. Okay, so you have to understand the essentials of a good resume. You have to understand essentials of a good resume is what I should present in my resume. Obviously you should present your strengths and you should minimize your weaknesses. Okay, you should on ourselves only we should carry out our SWOT analysis. Okay, we have to give the analysis. We have to analyze ourselves by SWOT analysis, by analyzing our strengths. What is your strength? Some strength is that someone can convince properly, someone can write properly, someone can talk properly, someone can do the skillful works. In the case of microbiology, you can do, some children are there which are having very good microbiology skills. Some are weak in microbiology skills, but they are good in writing and good in thinking. So you should analyze yourself what I am good in, and that you have to present it in your resume. You have to learn how to write a good resume. You should be grammatically very perfect and very short and precise language, that we are going to see in our next slides, that how we should write a good type of a resume, so that the employer or the consultancy will read it in very few seconds. Only 30 seconds are there for a reviewer or that employer to read your resume. If you prepare a resume of 4 to 5 pages, he will not read it. He will straight away throw that resume and take the next one, which is having a very precise type of resume. Okay, so next is we have to what is the resume format. We will see what is the format of a resume. Now we will see in most of the resumes, mind it that you are preparing your resume for getting a interview, not for a job. This you have to keep it in your mind. असं कधी कधी लोकांना वाटते की माझा रिझ्यूम मी पाठवला म्हणजे मला जॉब मिळाला, लगेच स्वप्न बघायला चालू, मी असंच करीन तसंच करीन, मी गाडी घेईन, मी हे बंगला घेईन. पहिल्यांदा आपण काय ठरवायचं आहे की आपल्याला ती जॉब मिळण्यासाठी इंटरव्ह्यूला तरी बोलवलं पाहिजे ना त्यांनी. दे शुड कॉल यू फॉर द इंटरव्ह्यू. ओके. सो द employer should call you for the interview. That's why you have to prepare the resume for that. And this resume is not for the matrimony site. Matrimony sites different format is there, that I don't know, and that is not in need of you in this video. Okay. Name, address and contact number should be valid. Okay. Then objectives of your resume, what should be the objective, that some of the quote lines are there, that you should give objective for why I am seeking the job. I am seeking the job as a microbiologist, I am seeking the job as a quality control microbiologist, as an analyst, as a data analyst, as a clinical research associate, okay, as a research scientist, as an assistant professor. Whatever you want, you should put there in the objective point of view. Okay. Then next is the fourth is education. What is your academic education, academic qualifications? You can also call it as academic qualifications. What is your education? Some of the employers, they insist to write ascend in your education in the ascending order, from 10th, then 12th, then BSc or MSc, then whatever net, set, gate, okay, MSCLT, PhD, postdoctorate, in the ascending order. Sometimes they prefer to write in the descending order, first then postdoctorate, then PhD, then your MSc, then PSc, whatever the qualifications you have accordingly. In this course of education, if you have being awarded with any award, national award, it may be an international award, it may be a state award from the government, that you can put it in a precise manner. Okay. Then work experience, if you don't have, most of you are freshers now, so only keep it as I am a fresher. Okay. So I'm in need of an experience, so that you should write over there in the experience, work experience. Okay. And next is the extracurricular activities. During the education, you must have also attended some conferences, you must have also attended some workshops, seminars, you must have participated in some competitions related to quiz competition, maybe there, it may be allocation competition, it may be, these are your strengths, focus it. Okay. These are your strengths, you should try to focus on your extracurricular activities. These are also very important whenever that resume is being read by the employer. Then other accomplishments, if you have other accomplishments means you must have carried out some national service scheme, you must be in NCC. If you are not there, no problem, but if you are there, you can write it. You must have attended some of the competitions, other competitions related to education, not related to education, related to social work, whatever it may be, you should write it in a precise manner. Then what are your skills and aptitudes? Your skills should be there, you should not add in the form of essay, you should add your skills, that hands on experience on agar gel electrophoresis, handling, hands on experience on handling HPLC, handling GCMS, handling FTIR, handling electron micrograph, SEM, scanning electron micrograph, transmission transmission electron micrograph, or you should write it in precise manner in the short words. Okay. Then interests, what are your interests? Some of them also prefer to write hobbies. Those hobbies should be also, it can be anything, it can be coin collection, currency coin collection, stamp collection, postal stamp collections, it can be swimming, it can be reading some book, reading a book. Okay. So that you can focus it, don't write that wandering here and there, that is also a hobby, no doubt, but if you are, what is your hobby, be very honest while writing your hobbies and interests. Okay. Because questions will be asked related to that hobbies. If you have only written that hobbies, copying your friends resume, then that will not do, because you should know something about that hobby, no, first, and that's why you should write it as precise as possible. Then what are the do's of the resume writing? Do's in the sense what you should do. Do's and don'ts are there. In that, first we'll see the do's of the resume writing, means what you should do for resume writing. Okay, so we should keep to 1 or 2 pages. Resume should be of only of 1 to 2 pages. It should not be 10 page, 5 page, 4 page. There is no time. I have told you before only that people don't have time. They have to review your resume in very few seconds, and they will shortlist your name, and then you will be called for the interview. Mind it, students, that resume is only being prepared for calling you for that interview. It doesn't mean that your job is confirmed. Okay, whenever you prepare a very good resume, so it is only to call you for the interview, and that's why you should keep it very small. It should be 1 to 2 pages big, and depending on the experience, it should not be more than that. It's written in very red because it should not be more than that. Then you should include any special recognition, accomplishments, or projects you are involved with. So in your due course of time, after completing your master's degree, after completing your bachelor's degree, you must be awarded with some of them are also awarded with DST Inspire, okay, PERS, then DBT scholarships in the due course of time according to their merits. So that you can write it as a special recognition. You must be awarded with some of the awards, national awards, good best presentation award, best oral presentation award in some of the conferences or in the seminars or in the workshops which you have participated, so that you can add it very precisely. Then write about yourself in a positive light. That you should be always positive, because I have some experience, but there is some lacunas. Those lacunas should not be focused in your resume. You have to write it in this resume in a very positive manner, and you should show some enthusiasm. Okay, enthusiastic language should be there, so that you can write it, or your employer, whenever the employer observes your or reads your resume, he should feel that we should call this person for the interview. So we have to try. Next is we have to try to be concise and target your information to the employer. This is only the skill of writing the resume. Okay, so you should be concise in your writings, and in very few languages you should cover a very broad aspect. In very small words, you should cover very broad aspect of that particular subject, or that what you want to say, you should say it in very small words, and that information, that communication should be conveyed to that particular employer. Okay, now what are the don'ts of the resume writing that you should focus? Do not try to fit too much on the page. This is the first rule of not writing, how the resume should not be there. You should not make a mess in that resume. It should be of मराठीमध्ये सांगायचं म्हटलं तर सुटसुटीत पाहिजे एकदम. लँग्वेजेस 12 फॉन्ट असायला पाहिजे, टाइम्स न्यू रोमन फॉन्ट असायला पाहिजे, 1.5 शुड बी द मार्जिन. ओके, सो एकदम असं गर्दी गिचबीट केली की ते आपल्याला ऐकायला वाचायला नको वाटतं आपल्याला ते. Okay, so that should be avoided when you are writing. Leave some space on the page. You should have ample of space in that page. Don't create a mess by writing all your whatever you know and whatever you have performed since from your KG. Okay, that should not be there. Do not list personal information such as marital status. Okay, that is very obvious. Marital status, religion, caste, height, weight हे असलं काय लिहित बसायचं नाही तिथं. ओके, त्यांना तुमच्या हाईट वेटची काही कन्सर्न नसते. ते तिथं तुम्हाला समोर बघितल्यावर त्यांना आपोआप समजते तुमची काय हाईट आहे, तुम्ही किती ओबीज आहात, किती हाडकोळे आहात, ते सगळं त्यांना त्यावेळेला समजते. सो डोंट राईट इट हिअर देअर marital status and all those things, religion, caste. So most of the companies they prefer they don't prefer racism. So some of the companies they also declare that in their copyrights that we don't support racism, and this is open to all the castes and communities and religions. So that should be there. Do not include salary requirements. Okay, आम्हाला 1,20,000 पगार महिन्याला पाहिजे तरच मी येणार, नाही तर नाही, असं काय लिहित बसायचं नाही. Okay, so you don't include any salary requirements. Leave them until an interview or later. त्या इंटरव्ह्यूच्या वेळेला ते निगोशिएट करताना तुम्हाला ते लक्षात येईल. की तुम्हाला काय सॅलरी देणार आहेत. किंवा बऱ्याच आता वी विल सी वी कॅन सी नाव डेज इन मोस्ट ऑफ द ॲडव्हर्टायजेस दॅट सॅलरी इज गिवन. Okay, salary is being written over there in their advertisement only. So next is do not make negative comments about previous employers. Whenever you are writing why you have, there is one option in your resume that reason of leaving the job. If you are experienced candidate, 1 year experience, or why you have left the job. तिथली माणसं चांगली नाहीत, ते बॉस मला त्रासच देतोय, असलं लिहित बसायचं नाही. Okay, you should you can write there as I'm searching for a more better opportunity so that I could serve the nation, to serve the company in better manner. Okay, so you have to not make the negative comments. Negative पण लिहायचं आहे, पण ते आपल्याला चांगल्या शब्दात फ्लॉवरी लँग्वेजमध्ये लिहायचं आहे, जेणेकरून ते समोरच्या एम्प्लॉयरला ते असं टोचायला नाही पाहिजे ते शब्द. Okay, do not include anything about your health information. Okay, health information you have to not write. I have some of the problem, मला थोडंशी चक्करच येते, मला खोकला जास्त येतोय, असं काही लिहित बसायचं नाही. डोंट राईट एनिथिंग ओवर देर. हेल्थ इन्फॉर्मेशन यू कॅन डिस्कस इट लेटर आफ्टर if in case you get the job. Then do not include the references. रेफरन्सेस म्हणजे आमच्या नगरसेवकाचं मी चालू आहे, मी माझी बहीण सरपंच आहे, माझे दाजी मोठे पदावरती आहेत राजकीय. ओके, सो डोंट कॅनव्हस युअर सेल्फ बाय पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएन्सेस. ओके, कीप ॲज इट इज वॉट एव्हर यू हॅव. डोंट include the references, don't include any of the references of your political backgrounds. Okay, in most of the references there are some references, so that references why they are written, so that one person or two persons they recognize you and they can take the responsibility, and if in case there is some incidents in the future. That's why some references are added at the last point. Okay, do not include reasons for leaving the previous job. Okay, save the reasons for your preview. So these are the things which you have to keep it in your mind. Then next, tips for writing an effective resume, that we'll see. Determine your job search objective before writing the resume. You have to determine your job search objective before writing the resume. What is your job search objective? Job search केल्यानंतर तुम्ही काय साध्य करणार आहात, दॅट यू हॅव टू राईट. ओके, काय साध्य करायचं आपल्याला? मला पगारच पाहिजे आहे, माझी घरची परिस्थिती खूप वाईट आहे, हलाखीची आहे, आई एकटी मोलमजुरी करते, करत असेल ठीक आहे, पण ते तिथं आपलं सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर मिळवायचं नाही. आपल्याला तिथं सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर मिळवून कुठली गोष्ट करायची नाही, आपल्या हिमतीवरती आपल्याला ती मिळवायची आहे ना. मग आपण तिथं इंटरव्ह्यू चांगली देऊन ती मिळवायची असते. त्यासाठी तिथं लिहायची गरज नाही जॉब सर्च ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह काय आपले. जॉब सर्च ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह काय पाहिजे तिथं, टू सर्व द नॉलेज विच आय हॅव गेन टू दॅट पर्टिक्युलर कंपनी, दॅट वी शुड राईट देअर. ओके, थिंक ऑफ युअर रिझ्यूम ॲज अ सेलिंग टूल, दॅट वी हॅव डिस्कस अर्लियर ओनली. आपलं रिझ्यूम हे आपलं मार्केटिंग टूल आहे. आपण रिझ्यूमच्या माध्यमातून what we are going to market your skills. You are going to market your skills in the form of your resume, so that the person will call you for an interview, not for the job. He will call you for the interview, then त्याच्या पुढे मग नंतर जॉब मिळेल का नाही ती गोष्ट वेगळी आहे. यूज युअर रिझ्यूम टू गेट अन इंटरव्ह्यू, नॉट अ जॉब. दॅट इज ऑल्सो व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. बिगिन विथ युअर स्ट्रेंथ्स ॲज अ रिझ्यूम because the resume is reviewed in 30 seconds only. Put most of the strengths at the top and some of the weaknesses, but in different language, in that resume. Weaknesses should be there, no doubt, but these weaknesses also should be focused. They should be slightly canvassed as if it is very negligible. Your strengths, if there are 10 points, 8 points should be of your strengths and 2 points of your weaknesses at the last point. Okay, weaknesses should be weakness means I am desperate. आय एम डेस्परेट इन द सेन्स, मला कुठली गोष्ट पटकन झाल्याशिवाय मला ते स्वस्थ बसता येत नाही, असं गायकांचा स्वभाव असतो. ओके, एखादी गोष्ट नाही झाली की मग त्याच्या मागं लागणार. दॅट इज वन ऑफ युअर विकनेस, बट दॅट कॅन बी ॲडेड कन्वर्टेड इन टू द स्ट्रेंथ ओनली ना. वेन एवर when you are working in a pharmaceutical company, if someone is not doing the job properly, you can desperately uh, ask that person to complete the job in time, but in very polite language. That is the desperateness. There you can write there in the form of desperateness. Okay. So next is the use bulleted sentences instead of lengthy paragraphs. Use bulleted sentences instead of lengthy paragraphs. Lengthy paragraphs should not be there. The person has no time to read your paragraphs and the essays. Okay, so you should write bulleted sentence. Bullet that we are in the slide. You must be seeing that there are some bullets. Those bullets are being there. Bulleted sentence. बाकीचं मी बोलतोय ना, तसंच तिथं बुलेट करायचं. त्यांनी जर विचारलं तुम्हाला, employer, if in during the time of interview, if they ask you that you have written this, then you can elaborate that thing in your own language in fluent. समोरचा माणूस मराठीत बोलला, तुम्ही मराठीत. ओके, आगे का आदमी हिंदी में बोल रहा है तो आप हिंदी में बोलिए. If the person is talking in English, then talk the person with fluent English. Okay, so it depends upon that at the time of interview in which language the employer is going to prefer. Okay, so these are the things. Then use action words like prepared, developed, monitored, developed. All these things you should be there. We have prepared a plan. I have prepared a plan so that whenever I will get recruited, I will execute that plan so that the work can be done very efficiently. I have developed a product. I have monitored this thing, and I have come to a particular conclusion that this example has been happened. So this you can focus when you are talking to that employer during the interview. Use keywords in the appointment ads. Okay, to match them in your resume. Keywords should be there. Okay, simple scenario, then hygiene, then what is my perspective. These are the keywords which you highlight over there. Then highlight your positives and leave out your negatives and irrelevant information. You should highlight your positive attitudes and neglect your negativeness in that particular resume. Then your resume has to be read easily by that employer. Okay, there should be white space, font size not smaller than 10 point, highlight should be there, alignment should be there. You should justify the document. Okay, and the total length not more than 2 pages. Again I am repeating that it should not be more than 2 pages. Have someone else review your resume. Okay, someone else should review your resume. It is not the thing that you prepared the resume and you reviewed it on your own and then you sent it to that desired email ID. You should give it to your bigger ones, your bigger teachers for review. They will suggest you some changes, and those changes you can put it in your you can rectify your errors if there are in case. Okay, then you should avoid lengthy resume. Have a crisp resume that captures the employer's attention without being lengthy. Having a long resume does not guarantee you a job. I have attended 15 conferences. I have attended 25 conferences. I have attended these many seminars. That is not the case. If you have attended this many or if you have presented papers, if you have, do you have any experience? They ask you. If you are a fresher, then what do you know about some of the technique? They will ask you about agarogel electrophoresis. They will ask you about anything related to microbiology or related to your subject. They will ask you whenever they see bigger resumes more than 2 pages. Okay, so don't be fake. Unnecessary inputs that add no value to your resume needs to be avoided at any cost. So anything very fake that should not be added in the resume. Whichever there is necessary, that only you should put it in your resumes. Don't unnecessarily enlarge the pages of your resumes. Okay, do not be too loud and ornate. Okay, we have to means in the resume you should not be use very dark colors. Okay, avoid color paper and uncommon fonts. Okay, uncommon font means very drastic and very bold and very dark font you should not use. Make resume very easy to read with white color paper and the black color font that is easy on the eye. Okay, that should be easy on the eye. This black color font should be used whenever you are uh, preparing one resume. Then avoid slang, jargons, abbreviations. Here also, as the scientific writing, you should avoid the jargon language. Jargon language means that language which is used in the legal document, that you should not use in the resume. Okay, very small, lucid language should be there. Very simple and lucid language should be there, so that any recruiter can read it very properly. Then keep the language simple and spell where necessary. So it should be very simple, and we have to spell it wherever it is necessary. You should be consistent. Ensure that each section has one particular style. You should ensure that each section has one particular style. For example, the bullet symbol should not vary from page to page. The same type of bullet which you have used, that only bullet you should use it in the next page. The font here in the first page it is Times New Roman, in the next page it is Verdana. It should not be there. You should have some consistency whenever you are being writing a resume. Okay, that shows your uh, behavior, how you have written that resume. Okay, now freeze on a style and stick to it. You should freeze on a style and stick to it. एकच स्टाईल ठेवा, ती शेवटपर्यंत ठेवा. That should be. Check for the bad grammar. Okay, grammar should not be bad. You should avoid spelling mistakes and grammatical errors. If you have written, if you are writing your resume, proofread it at least thrice. You should read it at least thrice a time, and you should also give it to someone to check. Run a spell check. Spell check should be always run over there. Then you should avoid repetition of words. Repetition of words should be avoided. Don't repeat the same words again and again in that particular resume. Do not get personal. Basic information about you is sufficient. Okay, don't get into the details about the Marathi status, age, weight, religion, caste, etc. Okay, I read the philosophical. Don't write your philosophical views over there. Okay, it should be avoided over there. Avoid criticizing past employers. Never blame the others, especially past employers. Stick to being positive and focus on your accomplishments. You should focus on your accomplishments. Do not misrepresent the skills. Do not exaggerate your skills. Means what? There is no any other person in this in my college who can run that FTR better than me. You can run that SPLC better than me. Okay, I am the only one who can operate it. That you should not write there. You should not misrepresent your skills. I can I have hands-on experience on handling these and these instruments, sophisticated instruments and all those things. You should write. And the you want the employer to be considered to you for a job you can do. Okay, so this is all about your resume, how to write a resume, effective resume. So whenever you are writing a resume, please keep these all things in your mind and then write a resume, students. And after writing a resume, do review that resume by your teachers. Okay, because teachers, they will never misinterpret your resume. They will guide you positively. They will never guide you negatively. So if you have liked my video and my way of teaching, please subscribe my channel and hit the likes as well as hit the views, share to various types of students as well as your friends. Thank you very much.